Hello everyone, here at UCR with Kelvin Tran, the first place winner of our first ever UCI slash UCR Collaboration Tournament. It was a great day. We had 20 players and he ended up beating all of them, well, being the number one out of all of them. We want to give a quick shout out to Zero Gravity. Zero Gravity for being our sponsors. They're located at the Moreno Valley Mall. They have tournaments on every Saturday and Sunday at 2 p.m. and then Mondays at 7 p.m. So make sure to check them out. They're really awesome and have a wide variety of comic books, trading card games, everything that you need for having fun. Now we're gonna go onto our deck profile with Kelvin's True Draco's Stun deck.
Yeah, True Draco Stun.
Alright, tell us what you did, Kelvin.
I'll show you the True Draco cards I run. I run 3 Masterpiece, 3 Dynamites, 1 Majesty Maiden, can you see all this? And 1 Mariadne. 3 Masterpiece is the key card in your deck. You don't really want to draw into both of them, but you just still need 3. Because if they out them, you have more resources to work with. Dynamite, I think is the best True Draco card to be running. If you don't know what it does, when you activate a trap, or when your opponent activates any kind of effect or card, you can activate a trap from your deck. And that's really good with, because all the traps have really good effects. I also one Majesty Maiden. She's really good. She can add cards. She can add monsters to your hand during your opponent's turn, or whenever your opponent activates effects, and that helps you tribute on their turn and just disrupt their plays. We run 1 Majesty. What's it called? 1 Mariadne. This isn't really that great. I just use it to +1 off diagram because if you pop this, you can search for another non-win worm monster. You don't ever usually summon her out, and if you do, it's through the trap card. But yeah. You can take this out if you want. Moving on, I main deck 1 Fossil Dino. This card helps out a lot against most decks. It helps out Zodiacs and special summon decks, which is pretty much every other deck besides True Dracos. And during the tournament, I ran 1, but honestly, I would run at least 2 in the main deck because it helped me out so much, and I always end up siding it in. Moving on to spells. Yeah, the deck only runs like 8 monsters. Moving on to spells. I run 3 Diagram and 3 Terraforming. You want to see this card as much as possible. This is what starts your plays going. It helps you, it pops stuff, and it helps you draw into cards that you want to search out for. And not much to say about it. Just spend $300 and win the game. And then moving on to the True Draco spells. I run 3 True Draco Heritage and 2 Dispose of the True Draco Phoenix. This card just lets you plus so many times. You send cards from the field to the graveyard, you draw the same amount, and just helps you never neg. And with Dispose, this helps mid to late game when all your resources are going to be in the graveyard. You can shuffle it back and keep your plays going. Oh, I forgot to mention, all of them have the same effects where if they're sent to the graveyard once per turn, you can destroy a spell or trap on the field. So this deck just works really well against, it works really well against with breaking boards. That's what I mean. Moving on to my draw power. I run 3 Card of Demise, 2 Pot of Duality, a Pot of Desires, and an Upstart Goblin. With Card of Demise and Pot of Duality, you're rarely ever special summoning at all, and this just helps you thin through your deck so much. So I would just run 3 of each. With the Upstart Goblin, I run this in the 41 card deck just for extra space aside. If you're going to run the 40 card decks, I wouldn't really want to use Upstart Goblin in the first place. And the Pot of Desires. I ran this in the tournament. Sure, you +1, but honestly, I don't think it's worth it. I would side it out for another Fossil Dino. It just banishes so many of your resources. That's the one card I would remove right away. I also run 2 Cosmic Cyclones. These, you just need to have them. Against the mirror match, it just banishes your True Draco cards, so you don't have your opponent's True Draco cards, so they can't get their effects. Helps against Zodiacs too, against Barrage. You can run Twin Twisters, but you kind of need cards in your hands. So I just run 2 Cosmic Cyclones instead. I run 1 Monarch Stormforce. Since in this deck I don't main deck Kaijus, and it's really hard to get out against big beaters that are, like, can be destroyed. This helps you tribute like really bad boss monsters you don't want to deal with, like Crystal Wing. Moving on to the traps. Run 3 2 King's Return and 2 True Draco Apocalypse. This acts like a Call of the Haunted for True Draco cards. It helps stall, and this one halves the attacks of all your opponent's monsters. You mainly use these cards for the second effects, they both have the same one, where you can tribute on your opponent's main phase, and that just really helps with disrupting your plays most of the time. I run, now for the spicy shit, I run 2 summon limits. I run this over lose 1 turn in my main deck because it really helps you bait out your opponent's monsters. They'll go into Terror Top, into Attack and Tom board, you play this and they can't summon anymore. They go into a Rat Pier, into a Boar Bull, or whatever it's called, and they can't summon anymore. So you can bait out 2 summons, use this, and they have to pass turn basically. I run 1 Imperial Order, 1 Skill Drain. These are just really good floodgates to use, honestly. This stops any monster effects, and you can tribute both of these, so they don't really hurt you that much. And this stops any spells. And the last card I run is 1 Solid. This works really well because it's the 1 card I can, like, what is it? Stop a normal summon. Well, except trap holes, but this can negate normal summons. It's really helpful when you have a Fossil Dyna and you couldn't get out anything else. You can just set up Summon Warning and protect that.
Now let's move on to the side deck.
Moving on to side deck, I run 2 Kaijus. This really helps against mirror matches, getting through really big boss monsters, against Blue Eyes Chaos Max, against what else? Anything that pops your cards and you want to do plays, and you just use this first. I run 2 Fossil Dynas. I put all 3 in, going against special summon heavy decks. Not much to say about this. Moving on. Heavy money cards. I run 3 Ash Blossoms. Everyone's running this now. You just prevent. It says no to any card that searches, or special summons, or mills. So that's like every deck. See, I run a Dimensional Fissure. This just gets rid of almost every deck's resources in the graveyard. So you use this if you want to just slow down the game. I run 1 Regeki, just 1 ward, right? I don't usually side this in. I just put it in the side deck just in case. I side deck Domain. I don't run an extra deck, so this card's really helpful against both special summon decks and mirror matches, because you can get an 800 attack boost over your opponent's cards by using this. I run 2 Anti-Spell Fragrances. I use this over Undeading Nightmares mainly because of Magician decks running around. With Pendulum Call, Undeading Nightmare doesn't really do much, but with Anti-Spell Fragrances, you can stop their plays completely. Run 2 Lose 1 turns. These cards are still great, but I just put them in the side deck. I don't use them that much. I just rather use Summon Limits. And the last card in my side deck, I run 1 Soul Drain. This stops hand traps, and yeah, it's pretty useful. Oh, this one doesn't stop hand traps. My bad. This one stops cards in the graveyard. So any zombie decks or Skull 7 decks, this just wrecks them.
Brain Abyss. Alright guys, once again congratulations to Kelvin Tran on his win, on his victory. By the way, he pulled up the diagram in his box and a Duelist Alliance, so he plussed hard. Yeah, just like and subscribe for some more videos. We're going to keep on uploading deck profiles as well as tournament matches. And yeah, thank you.
Peace.